Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die, they stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for supports if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye. All right, all right. Welcome back to Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. All right, so we just heard from Jerome Powell, and boy, oh boy, he was sounding very bullish. The markets were going to the upside. I took a long position on a Margex. I took a 50x Margex. I think it was like, I'm not sure what it was. I'm not sure how much money I put in it. $12. I think I put $12 into it and a 50x, $12, 50x long on Solana because Jerome Powell was sounding bullish, and you know, and then I put my stop loss in to at least make $6 because the markets were going to the upside. And then Jerome Powell said one thing that changed the whole, that basically erased all of the gains for everybody except for me. If you had a stop loss and you still captured your gains, but if you didn't, then you lost all your gains. Or if you weren't around your computer when he made this statement, what was the statement he made? Well, the guy asked him, is it possible we're gonna then cut rates in March? And Jerome Powell said, uh, looking at the data, it's not likely that we're going to be cutting rates in March, right? Now, the markets already know that. So I'm not sure why the markets were so bearish on that news of Jerome Powell saying that most likely there is no rate cuts in March. I don't understand. Most people have told you that rate cuts are going to happen after the happening around May, June, July, right? So, and I've been saying May, June for since last year, right? So after the halvening, May, June is when the rates are going to be cut. Are going to begin, and they're going to be doing three. He did confirm that there will be three rate cuts this year if inflation gets around 2%. So that really sent the markets up, right? And then, but that one statement from Jerome Powell, he should have never said that, by the way, because he should have just said we're gonna look at it, and if it's time for rate cuts, we will do the rate cuts. I think he made a mistake there, and it cost him because it cost the markets, right? So and markets looked like they were turning around, about to go really bullish here, and then he made that one mistake, right? And all it takes is one mistake. In a 30-minute meeting, or 40-minute meeting, whatever, how long it took him, that one mistake dropped the markets significantly. So, and I was stopped out at a $6 win, but and some people lost, got liquidated. You know what I mean? I know a bunch of people probably got liquidated, and other people probably took losses because they weren't around the computer. So I said you need to be around your computer, and if you're not gonna be around your computer, at least put a stop loss in, right? So and then protect your profits. So that's what I did, and I made a quick $6. I put $12 in, made $6. So that means I made a 50% move in like, that was a 50% move in like what, 5 minutes. So that was pretty good. Okay. And that's what happens when you do the margin trading, like isolated margin trading, where you only lose what you actually put in the trade and not your entire account, like all these other trading stuff, leverage trading. It's awful when people get their entire accounts liquidated. Isolated margin, you only lose what you put in. So I put $2 in 50x, I only can lose $2. So it's really it's really good. Okay. Of course, the links in the description for that if you want to try that stuff out and do your trading on Margex. But if you're not, that's fine. I'm doing it. I'm having fun doing it. I'm playing. I'm spotting it now. I'm just gonna go with the markets. All my trades are gonna be with the markets. If the markets are bullish, I'm gonna go long. If the markets are bearish, I'm gonna go short. Right. So that's what I'm gonna be doing from now on that. But I'm playing with little tiny money right now, trying to turn like $5 into 500 bucks on a big move. If Jerome Powell does not say what he said about March, The markets are booming to the upside. I'm still in the position, and I'm moving my stop loss up, so Solana is heading towards $100 right now. But Jerome Powell opened his mouth and said that, and that was the end of that was the end of that. And you know, I think he should have said we're going to study it and we're going to make a decision as a team about March. And that's all he had to say, right? And he made a mistake, and so ouch, right? And down goes Frazier. you know, Marcus did not like that at all, even though they already knew that there was no rate cuts coming until May, June, July. But they don't want to hear Powell say that though. And so, he did, and unfortunately, that was I bet when he said it, he was like, "Oh snap, I made a mistake." Anyways, it is what it is. But it's not really a mistake because everybody knows that there's not going to be rate cuts in March, so he was telling the truth. So how can you fault him for that? But we just didn't want him to say it. You know, keep that to yourself. Okay, so let's go down here and check out the top 100, and then we'll talk about Avalanche, which is the coin of the day, for the top 100, for the top not top 100, but my top 2024 price for it's going to be on Avalanche. But let me scroll down and check out the top 100, then we'll come back to Avalanche. And it looks like we're seeing an Avalanche to the downside here, but we're not doing that bad. Except for wow, Arbitron's down 7%. So some of these tokens are doing bad. Ouch. SEI up down 8%. So yeah, I mean, doesn't look too good here. Hey, data's up a little bit. We're still down on the day though. Okay, so yeah, we're seeing a down day today, and the Fed did not make it any better here. Overall, it was a bullish. It was a bullish overall bullish, but that one statement was really what killed the whole 30, 40 minutes though. That one mistake he made. So, but overall, it was a bullish. Jerome Powell was bullish about rate inflation, 3 rate cuts coming, getting inflation down, and using their tools. So he said everything we talked about. It's just that he made one mistake, and that's all it takes. One mistake. Yeah, well, I don't see rate cuts in March. Oh, that's it. Goodbye, everybody. You shouldn't have said that, right? So he wasn't supposed to say that, but apparently he made a mistake and he did. So, ouch. And down goes Frazier. All right, so let's talk about Avalanche. And let me get my top price for Avalanche for 2024. So Avalanche is at $34 right now, up 658 on all time high, which is really low, right? So not even up 1,000, not even up 1,000% all time. So it's got a lot of room to work here. Market cap's at 12 billion. So man, imagine having a market cap at 12 billion, and you're not even up 1,000% on all time highs. That's weird. Okay, so I mean they must have they must have came out at a high price. So here it says they came out at around like $3. Okay, so they came out really, really high, but that's because it's coin market cap. So we don't know what actually price Avalanche came out at, right? So they came on market caps around $3, but they might have been in the pennies, low, they might have been in the pennies before when they actually launched. I don't remember when Avalanche launched and what price they were. But we did play Avalanche a ton on Patreon, and we did play it just a couple weeks ago. We had an Avalanche buy call around this area right here, right? So just a couple weeks ago, or a couple months ago actually. So we had an Avalanche buy here, and we went completely nuts there on Avalanche, right? So I mean that did happen, right? So on Avalanche, so Avalanche in November. I think we called to buy it in either October or November on Avalanche. Avalanche was beasting to the top side. It was on almost all my titles in October, November. It was Avalanche. It was Polka Dot Avalanche, Solana, ADA for you guys, and what's the other one? It was like a group. It was like a five group of tokens that were just ripping it from October to November. So I remember it was Avalanche, Solana, ADA, and there was a couple more. Polkadot and there was something else. I don't even know what it was. ADA, and then there was another one. The one that's connected with the Clinton Foundation. I forgot what they're called. But anyways, um, they were just ripping and ripping and ripping, ripping, ripping to the upside here as we, pumping for ETFs and all types of other things that are happening there. Okay, so circulating supply for Avalanche is 367 million, which is really small. That's a good circulating supply for an altcoin, and max supply is 720 million. All right, so they still got some tokens in there. Okay, total supply is 435. All right, so that means that the max supply is 720, but they don't have that in total supply. So they still haven't put that into the total supply yet. So it's only the total supply is only 435 million. So until they put the other tokens into the total supply, then it doesn't really matter. It's not going to be in total supply or circulation until they put it in there. All right, so but still they're under a billion in under a billion in tokens, so that's good. They're cheaper. They got smaller amount in circulation right now than Solana, right? So Solana has almost 500 million in circulation, and they got three. So and they're at 34. And so this is what I'm talking about with data. I'm like with data, what's going on? Because Solana's at 100, Solana's at 90 something, Avalanche is at 30 something, right? Avalanche was just at 50 here, right? And why is Theta at $1? You know what I mean? Like Theta should at least be at $15, right? So, I mean, they all have their own blockchains, right? Avalanche has its own blockchain. Solana has its own blockchain. Theta has its own blockchain. Why is Theta at $1? It has a billion tokens in circulation. That doesn't mean that you're down freaking 30x from Avalanche and 100x from Solana, right? So it's really weird why Theta is down that much, and it's very undervalued, right? So yeah, so Solana's at around that 90 something, and Avalanche is here. Avalanche is kind of really undervalued as well. I mean, it should be around this 50. It should be at least half of Solana, or at least right next to. I mean, not next to Solana. I think Solana has been blowing people's minds away lately. So I see Avalanche. Avalanche should be at least over $50 though. And then it hit 50, and then it got rejected from 50. So this next leg up, it needs to break that 50, of course, right? So it's consolidating and to break that next leg up. So Avalanche is in a good position right now. I know Matthew Perry loaded up on some Avalanche, so that's good for him. And he's ready to go. He bought the dip here. He bought this dip on Avalanche, so he's ready to break that and get that high. All right, so let's check this out before I give my price here. Year we're up, it's up 75, and then the month is down 15, and then the last 7 days is up 15%. And this is where Matthew Perry, I think, made the announcement that he was grabbing some Avalanche here. So he bought 1,400. So I think he bought 14. I think he said he bought $1,400. That's a nice double bottom there on Avalanche buy signal there to the top, right? So now it's pulling back. Today it's down 4%. The markets are just bad right now because of Jerome Powell saying there's no rate cuts in March, even though everybody knew there wasn't going to be no rate cuts in March. So I don't understand. But anyways, he shouldn't have said it. He shouldn't have said it at all. Okay, so what's my top price for Avalanche in 2024? Where do I think it's going to go? I think we're going to go to $100. I have Avalanche at $100, 2024. I think Avalanche can hit $100. There's a lot of actually there's a lot of resistance here, right, in that 75 area. But I think we can wick up to $100 though, by the spring, summer, or by the end of the year. So I got Avalanche $100 by the top price in 2024, and so that means in 2025, Avalanche has a chance to hit $1,000, because then it's another 10x, right? So top price 2024, and then you 10x from that top price in 2025 climax. Wave five is usually Wave five on the monthly and yearly charts, right, is usually sometimes it's usually double of wave three, right? So let's say this is wave one, two, three. Doesn't look like a three. This looks like more like a three, but either way, it wasn't. Um, so this right here to here was a three apparently. So this was a crazy one then. A one usually doesn't look like that. Or this a 1, 2, 3 on its own? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on its own. Might have been a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on its own. That's why it looks more crazy because wave one is usually not that big like that. So, um, Yeah, so this could have been a 1, 2, and this could have been a 3, 4, 5. I can't tell because we don't have much information, right? So we don't have much information, but this was clearly a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside, and but this could have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this three looks really weird if that's a three here because that three should be way bigger. But I can't judge it, so I don't know. Okay. Anyways, um, that's what's going on with Avalanche. My top price is $100, so let's see how it plays out. Basically, where Solana is right now. Solana's under $100 right now because of the Fed, but and saying no rate cuts and possibly no rate cuts in March when they should have said that we're gonna check it out and we're gonna get back at you. You know what I mean? If he had said that, it would have been fine, but he said most likely no rate cuts in March, right? This might be too early. Yeah, and it is too early because that's why we've been saying, April, May, June, July, right? So after the halvening, right? They're not gonna do it now. They're gonna do it after the halvening. Okay, so that's what's going on, folks. Hope you guys are doing well. And is there anything here on Avalanche? A lot of people don't know anything about Avalanche, by the way. It does have its own blockchain and everything. Um, and it's a great project. It's a great community. But I think a lot of people don't know anything about it. It's a top 10 coin that nobody knows anything about, and so I think one of the things that we've been preaching about and lately for these my top prices and these tokens is advertising, advertising, right? Uh, Telling people about your token and what does it do? How does it change the world? How does it maneuver? What is the day-to-day activity? What is the community like? Like stuff like that, people have no clue about. You walk down the street and you say, "Hey, do you have some Avalanche? You know anything about Avalanche?" They're like, "No, and I don't know nothing about Avalanche, right?" But yet it's the top 10 crypto, but nobody knows anything about this blockchain and this token. And so I think educate these tokens need to be pumping education materials for the retail people, and you do that through YouTube ads. I've been screaming that for years. These crypto current companies need to be pumping YouTube ads because that's the easiest way to get to these to get to these retail people, right? So that's the fastest way to get the retail, right? And Solana did it really well. Crow did it really well, and Bitcoin does it really well. Ethereum does it, and that's why everybody knows about them and it's because of YouTube, right? And yeah, so I think Avalanche Theta need to do the exact same thing. Create some YouTube ads and run some ads on YouTube and let the world know about Avalanche Theta and all the other tokens that are out there. And yeah, that's it. Polygon Matic. We used to was doing advertisements as well. I think that we saw some ads on Polygon Matic, and that's how they became really popular there. But yeah, YouTube ads will get you really popular, and it's really cheap to do YouTube ads as well. So I think that's a good place for Avalanche to really get going here, and also Theta to really get their names out there because these two blockchains are really good, and they're in the top 100 for a reason, right? So, and this one is in the top 10. And nobody knows what it does. Nobody knows what Avalanche is. You know what I mean? And so, anyways, let's get out of here. Peace out. God bless. I'll see you guys in the next video. And my top price for 2024 for Avalanche is $100. So that's pretty good. And then I got to go into $1,000 or even more in the climax of 2025. Bye. I'm out.